and something I imagine he would not want public. So there is no way to link Chadwick Vaughn to the incident at the morgue, nor to the untimely arrest of the men who were found inside. Vaughn would not get his hands dirty, and yet someone did all of this. Any idea who? I am leaning toward a man named Bobby Murano, a hired man with no particular allegiance to anyone so long as he gets paid handsomely. Seems the city of Toronto has a paid shadow on the books. Yes, right. So the only way to get Vaughn is to sully the reputation of every man on city council. So, same. I will be taking that now. Are you sure? I am aware. I have a very secure safe at home. Gentlemen, the maitre d' greeted them at the restaurant. There's a reservation for Murano. Mr. Bobby Murano? Murdoch asked, approaching a man seated alone at a corner table. Who is asking? The man replied gruffly. We are friends of a man named Tucker. Oh, yes, him. Red-headed fellow. Kind of simple. How is he doing? He is resting permanently. That is a shame. He was young, was he not? What do you want with me? I have a couple of questions about what you have been up to recently. You two used to be constables, did you not? You looking for honest work or something? No. You know, I have seen you around. You are the fellow who signed his wife's name to every extravagant bill. You are a legend around here. The kept man of the moving picture stuff. I wonder what she gets up to when you are stuffing your face in here. You watch your manners. Higgins snapped, his pride wounded. Are you just curious about the incident at the morgue? Murano taunted lightly. Oh, yes. I heard about that. Seems like a lot of fuss for nothing. What do you mean? Causing commotion for people who are already resting. Do not do that. Suddenly, Murano began to cough, his face turning an unnatural shade. You all right? Serge, get some help. Wake up. You cannot be sleeping here. Get up. Later that evening, a frantic voice echoed to the telephone receiver. This is Crabtree. Are you all right? Where is it? What? I had a book, a ledger. It was red. I cannot see anything. Botheration. There is no need for that language. I need to find that book. There is nothing around here. I have to speak to Chief Constable Brackenreed. Serge said Bobby Murano ate there 3 days a week. Serge? He is a waiter. And you're already on a first-name basis? Serge said Murano always ate the exact same meal. Ribeye with rich sauce. Was his face swollen when he spoke with him? No. Was he perspiring? Red in the face? Neither. The staff mentioned seeing a strange man in the kitchen that afternoon. When they asked who he was, he said he was a health inspector. Do we have a description of this man? No. I will talk to Serge. Do say hello to him for me. It is hard. Task at hand. Right. As soon as I identify the substance, I will let you know. Conditions are still less than ideal. Of course. Excuse me. City Mark? Yes. I will tell him. Chief Constable Brackenreed would like you to meet him at Ryan Us Pub. Oh, thank you. Detective, you are enjoying this, are you not? A mystery? You are back on the job. As someone we know likes to say, let the dog see the rabbit. Are you sure you are all right? A concerned colleague asked Mrs. Crabtree, who was holding a cool cloth to her forehead. I have been accident-prone my entire life. It has left me with an extremely hard head. Should I try to contact George? He is in Windsor, meeting with someone from back home. Did you get a look at who bumped into you? No. We searched everywhere for the red ledger. No trace of it. I have a question for you. What's? Fire away. When did my bar become a police station? Athenian Bar. This is the last place that Vaughn would look for us. Cheers. You are doing a grand public service. Well, perhaps somebody other than the chief constable could order a drink. Might be a public service, but it is not a charity. I will take a gimlet. Higgins requested, adjusting his fine silk tie. That is the wrong sort of bar for that. Oh, it must be a bit of a shock, you being within the walls of a humble place like this. I have been inside worse places. Higgins replied smoothly. Oh, I sense that there might be a bit of a grand story there. Mr. Ryan, if you would, please. I think I am being hospitable, considering you threw my dear wife in jail. Well, Your wife did commit a serious offense. Well, there's that. Please, Miss Hart, Mr. Ryan, what have you, Miss Hart? Mr. Murano passed from ingesting a highly potent substance. The sauce was heavily spiced, so he would not have noticed the unusual taste. So Murano is a dead end, literally. It had nothing to do with the assault on Mrs. Crabtree. It is possible that whoever altered Mr. Murano's meal was also responsible for the physical confrontation. That seems highly likely. So Vaughn got someone else to do his dirty work. Typical. A real man carries his own responsibilities. Is that not right, Higgins? Still, we know we have members of the board of control we can lean on to get rid of Vaughn. But without Vaughn's naughty papers, we have absolutely nothing. Well, it seems there is only one logical conclusion here, Murdoch stated, his eyes shining with a brilliant idea. What is that? In order to solve a grand crime, we are going to need to bend the rules just a little. Bingo. All right, in you go. You stay right here. Do what? Stand guard. Stay guard. What a tremendous mess. Miss it? Well, sir, I must confess, I certainly do. Well, if things go exceptionally well, you will be back here soon enough. No time for reminiscing, gentlemen. As the detective said, we are bending the law here. So let us get the surveillance equipment and get out. It appears Vaughn us men have left most of my scientific things behind, Murdoch observed, carefully lifting a delicate piece of machinery from a dusty box. Sir, if you could gather up these specialized surveillance cameras, there should be about a half a dozen. Yes, this is the magnificent parabolic microphone I was working on. And what do you propose we do with all this marvelous stuff? We will use it, sir. You cannot very well catch a cunning rat without setting an equally cunning trap. You cannot do that. I most certainly can. As well as holding the position of mayor, I am also active chief constable. As such, I am responsible for the allocation of police resources, Vaughn announced triumphantly, standing in the center of the precinct. So you are pulling patrols from our vulnerable neighborhoods. I prefer protecting friends and enemies. So now I become your enemy. You've been assisting a gang of rogue police officers. That makes you an opponent in my book. But you have the ability to reverse my administrative decision if you cease and desist. Oh, and give my best to Mrs. Crabtree. I heard she suffered a terrible fall last night. You women, you should be more careful after dark. Well, I do not want to say I told you so. Then do not. Should I let Mr. Buchanan know? He is in Boston on his scholarly studies. I will handle it. What, you think so? Funny man, Mr. Buchanan. Proposes to you and lights off for Boston for a year. Will anyone buy at least one round of drinks? Special Constable Berger has successfully identified potential locations where we can mount the equipment. Sophia's establishment is a place of ill repute I hope none of you are familiar with. Point this directly at the heavy oak door. Yes, sir. Building 17 on Wharf Street houses an unregulated beverage distillery. The aptly named Counsel McGargle is known to frequent there on a regular basis. These are highly detailed photographs of the people we are most interested in, furnished directly from the historic walls of City Hall. This inventive camera is set to take photographs every 30 seconds without fail. Now this marvelous microphone is set to pick up quiet conversations and record them at a distance of 50 feet. Oh, Miss Hart, what are you? What can I do to help bring that arrogant man down? Throw a lavish party for the influential members of the Board of Control at your elegant nightclub. Where you two up to? A suspicious guard asked as Murdoch and watched tinker with some wires on a utility pole. We are repairing some of the faulty electrical wires. Why bother? Power company raised the steep rates. No one can afford it now. Just doing what we are told. Sir, Murdoch replied politely, tipping his hat. Perfect. I think that is pointed directly at Sophia's grand entrance. So what do we do now? Have a delightful botanical tea, I suppose. Camera is doing the dirty work. All right. On you. Well, that should work wonderfully. I am sure it is not how George intended his creative writing to be used. Well, Dumont